in a chat box right now because I always think it's so fun to see where everybody is. Tell me where you're coming from. Where are you guys hanging out right now? It was cold and rainy here today in California. I feel like when everyone hears California, they think it's like summer and it's always like surf weather, and that's not the case. I'm in the side where it's like skiing and snow right now. Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit about my story with you and share how I got into this business and hopefully inspire you and give you a little bit of a different way of thinking. So can everybody hear me okay? Yeah. Okay, great. So we've got Canada in the house. Oh, I love it. Fun. Okay, so I'm actually still in real estate. So my grandma was a real estate broker, my dad was a real estate broker. I always said I would never ever go into real estate. I think famous last words of kids. I started my real estate business actually in 2012. So I was working a full-time job in 2012. I was married to a man that was 80% disabled and 50% was PTSD from the Marine Corps. So I'm in real estate. I am door knocking 200 doors a week. I'm doing 3 open houses a week, which any of you are in real estate, or just like imagine that knocking on 200 doors, asking if they need to sell their house, doing 3 open houses a week. I was in a really tough marriage. I spent my nights, like I said, crying myself to sleep. I spent my days trying to build this business. And honestly, I felt like I was kind of running away from something because I didn't like what was happening. And I was like, all I can control me. And I thought that if I just made money, it would fix everything. So I was really successful in real estate. I became a top 1,000 agent in the country in 3 years. And I was traipsing all around on stages, teaching people how to build this big business. And a lot of what I did was through social media. And I felt I loved what I was doing, but I felt like something was missing. And what was missing is that I didn't really love myself. I had gotten a divorce in that point and really just sort of like hid that from everybody. And I'm continuing to work in real estate. And still, for like point of reference, I still am in real estate. So I still have a top team in the area. I as well for real estate business. So I'm one of the I call myself a multi-passionpreneur. I still love real estate and it's one of my primary income sources. And what's really cool is I've been able to add Monat into my world. So now my husband and I, well, you'll hear about Ryan, but I run 4 different 6-figure businesses and all of them are through social media. So my world looks really different now. And I kind of want to walk you through how that's happened. So I'm working in real estate and my girlfriend, Dawn, she knows that I'm a successful agent. She came to me and she said, "Hey, would you come to my blowout party?" And I said, "No way in heck." Like, no, I will not come to your blowout party. And then a couple months later, she said, "Hey, do you want to come to my little shampoo event?" And I was like, "No, what are you doing? Like, you sell houses. This is so crazy to me." Um, and I just remember thinking like, why? So she was in new home sales. She was making like 210 a year. And I just remember thinking like, why would someone who's making 6 figures in real estate sell shampoo? Like these are two totally different industries. And I end up at a bachelorette party with her and she's like, "Are you going to take a shower before we go to brunch?" Or the next morning, she's like, "Are you going to take a shower before brunch?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Why don't you try my shampoo?" And I just remember thinking like, you are so weird. Like, fine, I'll try your weird voodoo shampoo. And if any of you have used money, which a lot of us have on this call, that first shower gets you. So she told me the first time you shampoo, you're going to get all these bubbles. I'm sorry, no, the first time you shampoo, it's going to be like sticky. It's going to be almost like kind of weird. And the second time you shampoo, you're going to get all these bubbles. And I was like, okay. And like, I didn't do well in school in science. So I was like, I don't get it. So I get in the shower and it was like a science experiment. Like all of a sudden I had bubbles and I was like, holy crap, that's weird. And then I tried the replenish mask. And those of you who know what that, I felt like if you remember those Herbal Essence commercial where you hear like someone in the background singing and it's like the sexy music, I was like, oh goodness, like it got me. And I just remember being like, this is different. And I use like really high end products on my hair. So I get out of the shower and I was like, okay, girl, I am in. Like, I will buy this shampoo. And she said, well, it kind of sells itself, right? I was like, yeah. And I used high end products, like I said. So I didn't like cheap out on shampoo. But I felt like, when you go to the salon and you get your hair done and then you buy all the products they tell you that they used on you and you go home and you wash your hair and it just does not feel the same. Like that's always been my experience at the salon. Well, when I washed with Monat, I felt like I just left the salon. And she goes, "Now dry your hair." So my first wash, my hair dried faster, styled easier, and the curls stayed longer. And I'm like, okay, this is so good. And I was like, okay, I'm going to buy it. And she goes, well, let me tell you a little bit about the company. She's like, so the company's called Monat, and it's all plant-based, it's toxin free, there's no parabens, no sulfates, no harsh chemicals, but the best part about it is, she says, it's clinically proven to regrow hair. And that really got me, because at that point my mom had been rear-ended twice within 6 months. She had to get a back surgery, her first one didn't fuse, and so her hair was falling out. She was on 23 medications, you guys. And I will tell you that the one thing that was hardest for my mom of all of that recovery was losing her hair. Like, this is confidence. It really is. And I didn't realize how much confidence it took from her until um until she didn't have it. And so I was desperate to help her. And my husband and I were trying to have a baby, and we were having some fertility issues. And our reproductive endocrinologist, she said, you need to clean up your act. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. And she's like, take everything out of your home that has chemicals. So like, we changed out our toothpaste and our mouthwash, and like, we cleaned house, but I couldn't find a shampoo. I remember going to Whole Foods and getting a naturally based shampoo, and it left my hair so heavy. And you can't really tell right now because I've been using Monat for 4 years, but my hair was so thin and lifeless, and it wouldn't hold a color, it wouldn't hold a shine. And those natural shampoos made it oily, it made it heavy, and Monat made it like fluffy and light. And I was like, yes, this is good. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy a shampoo for my mom and for myself. And then she said, no, 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 no. Like, I want you to do the business with me. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, do we not have this conversation? I'm a professional. I don't sell shampoo. And so I leave her house and I'm driving home, and I'm thinking about the fact that the month before, my husband and I had just gotten married. I did swipe right and find him on Tinder. So for those of you out there who are looking for your soulmates, they're out there. You got to trust it. So I remember when we were on our honeymoon, he stopped me and he was like, babe, I wish we could stay 2 more days. And I was like, totally, I'd love to stay 2 more days. But unfortunately, like, he's a mechanical engineer, and he did it for 17 years. And he's a 9 to 5. And I was like, unfortunately, like, you have to go back to work. Like, I could be flexible because real estate is fairly flexible. I'm like, but you can't do that. So it planted this little seed for us. And it was like, what would life need to look like so that we could have some freedom? So I'm in real estate, right? And I'm with a company called Keller Williams Realty, and the founder of our company, Gary Keller, he said something my second year in the business that, like, I'll never forget. He said to me, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. 7 streams of income. He's like, so what are your streams going to be? And when I say he's talking to me, he talked to like 13,000 people, and I was in the audience. And but it felt like he was talking to me. And I just remember thinking, like, well, I'm going to sell houses, but like, what else is there? Like, you can do 401ks, right? You can have a rental property. But what I think about is this: if I sell a house, I make money, right? But if I don't sell a house, I don't make money. And I think about like hairstylists. If they're behind a chair, they're making money. But if they're not behind that chair, they're not making money. And so the idea of the residual income was really attractive to me. Like, how could I build this life so that I had money coming in when I wasn't working because of the foundation that I had built? So I drive home and I tell my husband, I'm like, hey, love, I'm going to change out your shampoo. He's like, I don't care. I was like, okay, I want you to look at this business model. He's like, Rachel, shiny object. No, like, I'm not going to look at it. And I'm like, listen, have I ever asked you to, I know I get excited about things, but like, have I ever asked you to look at a business model? And he said, no. And I'm like, just look at it. So my very skeptical mechanical engineer researched the company. I mean, he researched the founders of the company, network marketing, because we'd never done it. He researched the products, he researched the founders. I mean, he really dug in, and he came back to me a week later and he's like, all right, Rachel, you know that shampoo thing? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, not only do I think we could do it, I think it could retire us. And I was like, what? And he goes, I think we should do it, which was good because I'd already bought like a URL and business cards because I'm me. And so that was so crazy to me. And so what happened is that was 3.5 years ago. He made 6 figures in his engineering company, and we had said that he could quit his job when we supplemented his income. Now, 3 years in, sorry, let me close the door really quick. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. See how bouncy my hair is now? It's so fun. So what was I talking about? husband, shampoo, 3 years. Oh yeah. Okay. So we had said that when we were in the company and we supplemented his income that he could quit his job. 3 months in, he got to quit his six-figure job because we had supplemented our income, which still blows my mind. And so he and I work the business together completely. So he actually is really amazing to hear speak, and he's spoken a lot of times from a husband perspective because he was really skeptical, and it was not an easy thing for him to say yes to. But he helps me run the business, and so I'm kind of like the face, and I help do all the sales and close with our team and everything. And then he's more of the back end where he sees it like who needs to rank and what needs to happen. So he's like we call him the ranking strategist. And he always like helps me with birthdays and stuff like that. But it's crazy because I'm a real estate agent that sells shampoo. And I never in a million years thought I would be sitting here at 6 o'clock my time in California talking about shampoo. But I was able to meet Aaron and Sweet Roxy. And you guys know the most incredible people with the most beautiful hearts. And like I met them on an incentive trip, and we've been to Bermuda and Bahamas and Miami and San Francisco. And like Aaron is part of our family now. And I never would have met him or Roxy without this company. We drive. I have an Escalade parked outside that we finally were able to have a little baby, and so our 17-month-old Henry is riding around an Escalade and doesn't know that that's fancy. But like it was the first car I ever had that was new. I always had used cars, and I remember when like they gave me the car, I was like, "Are you sure? Like, where's the trick? Like, and like." It's just such a crazy thing. So I thought what I would do really quickly is share with you 5 reasons why I joined Monat and why I feel right now is a really powerful time to join. If that's okay with you guys, everybody still with me? We're good? Okay. All right. So number one reason I would say that I love Monat and why now is the time is the timing. The timing. So do you know how you hear about those? They hear people say like, oh gosh, only the people at the top do well. We're at the top right now. Like we're at the tippy top. The company is only 6 years old. Like we are a brand new baby company. And so like the opportunity, it's still a ground floor opportunity. We're called Monat Global, which means we're taking over globally. But the best part about it is we're only available right now in the US, Canada, the UK, Poland, and Ireland, which means we have the rest of the world to take over. And when they launch in a new country, you have the opportunity to be a founder, which means you get founder shares, which means you get a percentage of profits on a country. Like what? It doesn't make sense to me, but I own 3 shares in Monat. And it's not just about like, there's companies out there that come at you and they're like, you're going to make all this money and you're going to be rich and blah, 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 blah. My thing is like, I want to build a legacy that I can will down to my family. And what's so cool about Monat is you can will your business down to your family because they know that there's longevity in this business. When I joined, we were the #1 luxury hair care brand in North America. We're now the #1 luxury hair care brand in the entire world. Now, I talked to you a little bit about what Monat is, but Monat stands for modern nature. So everything we do, it's plant-based, it's toxin-free, no parabens, no sulfates, no harsh chemicals. We don't test on animals. We have this incredible scientific advisory board to make sure that the allergens are all tested and all the things. So it's phenomenal. And so number 2 reason I would say that I love Monat is it is it's a necessity and it's essential. So with Monat, there are so many, like, think about when the pandemic hit and everyone's like, holy crap, I need toilet paper. Really, let's put that out there, right? And they're like, and everyone's like, I need toilet paper, I need toothpaste. Like they go for the necessities. They also needed shampoo. In a pandemic, when companies are having to shut their doors, Monat's having their March of this last year was the most successful month in one of the most successful months in company history. Why? Because everyone believes in self-care. And when this pandemic hit, people thought, I need to take care of myself. I need to buy shampoo. And gosh, some people's jobs were getting furloughed and it is still a really scary time. And I remember our team saying like, so should we not talk about Monat? Like, what do we do? And I said, you know what? We could bless people with an opportunity. Like if people are losing their jobs and they don't know where to turn, this could be something that gives them an answer and they can take a deep breath and they can sleep better at night because they can earn some extra income. And I kept thinking like people aren't going to stop buying toothpaste. They're not going to stop buying toilet paper and they're not going to stop buying shampoo. Number 3 reason, it's consumable. It's absolutely consumable. So You think about that residual income, right? I talked about how I wanted to have that money coming in when I wasn't selling houses. Well, with Monat, what's really cool is it's a product that's in your shower, right? We have hair care, we have skin care, and we have wellness products. But let's talk about your hair care and your wellness, okay? You're going to wash your hair, it's going to go down the drain, and you're going to need more shampoo. And I'm telling you, when you try Monat, you don't go back. You don't go to anyone else because your hair never looks and feels better. And people start asking you, wait, something's different about you. Like, what is different? It's like, oh, is it it's your hair? Well, what is that? Like, how did you get that? And so I love it because I just think like every time, like, how good you feel when you have a good hair day. Like every day could be a good hair day with Monat. Um, number four reason is competition. So with Monat, we literally have no competition. Think about how many other industries out there with network marketing are selling like leggings and oils and just all the diet products. We're the only ones selling anti-aging hair care, period, on the market, end of story. And no one can compete with us. We're the number one luxury hair care brand in the world. I mean, and those of you who know, you try it on your hair, you're not going back. You're just like, yes, this is so good. And the last reason that I would say is the comp plan. So, like I said, I've never done network marketing before, but my husband did a lot of research before we joined Monat. And what happened was he realized that most network marketing companies, they pay about 35% to their people. Monat pays 50 cents on the dollar, 50 cents on the dollar. So what that means is half of the money they make comes right back in our pockets. Now, a lot of other companies are at a disadvantage when they start because they have to borrow money and take out loans. Well, the company that the founders of our company named the Hernadenas, this very wonderful family from Venezuela, they had a super successful business. And when they, in network marketing, there was a skincare company. So when they started Monat, they did it in Miami, completely debt free, which means they had very little overhead and they didn't have to outsource the products. Everything's made and distributed in the US for our products, which is incredible. And so they don't have all that overhead. So the money they would have to spend outsourcing it, they get to give back to us. And they love to kind of, how I kind of think of it like if when you start a new diet, and you like lose your 10 pounds really quick and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And then you're like, I want to keep doing it. Monat does something, they kind of incentivize us almost like that with our Smart Start program. So when you start in Monat, your first month and then 2 more months after that, they gave you a Smart Start program where they literally just throw money at you. They're like, you're doing great. You're setting up market partners. You're setting up VIPs. You can make a couple extra $100 or a couple extra thousands of dollars simply for just signing people up and doing your job. It's like you literally sign up with Monat and they're giving you extra money, and it's crazy. And I remember asking my husband, I'm like, I think that they made a mistake. Like they keep paying us. He goes, no, I think this is called a Smart Start. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And it's just, you don't know what you don't know. And then the other thing that I love about the compensation part is you're paid 5 times a month. 5 times a month. You're paid every Friday. And then on the 15th of the month, you get a bonus check. And I just remember thinking like, this is something really special. And so we joined this company and we're making income that we never have made before. And I'm not telling you to like jump into this company and quit your job. Like you can, absolutely. That's not my story. That's not my journey. I love Monat, and I also have a real estate team and people that count on me, and I'm a real estate coach and I love that. But the cool thing is they all feed into each other. Majority of people on my team, my Monat team, are real estate agents because we believe in multiple streams of income. And they're not afraid to work hard. Like imagine how many no's I got when I was door knocking 200 doors every week. Do you want to sell your house? No. Do you want to sell your house? No. You want to sell your house? Please leave me alone and stop knocking on my door, little blonde girl. Like this happened all the time. But I was also like, that next door is going to say yes. And I've heard people paint the super rosy picture of like how easy things can be. If you want a big business, you're going to have to work hard. You really are going to have to work hard. But when you lock arms with the right people, and whoever you invited you to this call, you become part of a family and you join a company that stands for more than just a bottle of shampoo. Like it's a dang good bottle of shampoo, but they give you an opportunity to build connections with men and women that you never thought you needed in your life. And all of a sudden, once they're there, you're like, this is it. Like, this is so incredible. And you have an opportunity to go on these amazing vacations, and they don't do anything ordinary. Like, Monat goes all out. They're bougie. They like all the fancy things. Like, and so the trips are incredible. We have a car program where you can earn a Cadillac. You can be any model that you want, 5 years or newer, and it's white. Um, they have some other car options as well, but the Caddy is kind of my jam. And yeah, I mean, it's such a great opportunity. So I'm going to share with you 3 ways that you can get involved with Monat. If I have the time to do that, is that okay, Erin? Okay. So I'm going to share with you 3 ways you can get involved with Monat. And in my world, we always say you can spend money, save money, or make money. So option one, you can spend money. You can sign up for Monat as a retail customer. You can get your products. You can pay full price and full shipping. It's a great way to try Monat. Any of our products, we have a 30-day money back guarantee and a less than 1% return rate. So super amazing. It's a really good way to try Monat. However, I will tell you that like 99% of my people that buy Monat from me, they sign up as a VIP. So that's the second option. That's where you save money. So spend money as a customer, save money as a VIP. As a VIP, you spend $20, but that gets you 15% off and free shipping for life. You always get a free product when you order. And if you've heard about that really annoying like auto ship where every month you get product and you're like, oh my God, stop sending it to me. Ours is called a flex ship, which means it's flexible. You get what you want and when you want it. You could do products 2 days apart or 2 years apart. Like, you get to be flexible and you can swap it up. You can say, okay, this month I'm going to get my hair care and my dry shampoo and my blowout cream, favorite product. And then the next month I'm going to get my wellness products. And like I said, the residual income comes in because people keep wanting to use the products because it's Monat. And then the last option, which is my favorite, that's where you make money. That's where you sign up to be a partner, a market partner with the company. And you do what I did, what Erin did, and what all these other people on this call did. And that's where you partner with the company. And I don't say I sell shampoo. I say I partnered with a shampoo company because for me, I like the sound of that better. It just sounds classier to me. My husband is 15 and likes to say we sling the poo because he would. Um, but he's literally 43, like, and he still makes jokes about it. I'm like, we sell shampoo. Um, but what I love about the opportunity is it can be as big or as little as you want it to be. You buy what's called a product pack, which is full size products that we sell: shampoo, skincare, and wellness. You get samples, marketing materials, your own website. You get this whole community of people immediately who want to see you soar. We have all the scripts, the objection handlers, the templates, everything to help you build an incredible business. And it's amazing. So you get all these incredible opportunities like the vacations, the friendships, the community, your own before and after. But the things that you don't get, I think might like even more. You don't have any monthly minimum you have to purchase. You don't have inventory. You're like schlepping to the mailbox every month to like send samples to people. You get your own custom website and everything shipped direct through Monat. Like, it's not on you. So, it's really up to you. I mean, I always like to share my story because a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, I quit my job. And I think it's great if that's your story. For me, I believe in multiple streams of income. So Monat is one of my very favorite streams and where I spend a lot of my time. We have over 7,000 people on our team that we get to help build a business and build a legacy. And like, I feel so thankful to be able to do that. And so, I just wanted to share my story with you tonight. And whether you sign up to purchase one of our, and you just want to buy the products, or if you're thinking like, this is like something she said, she's talking to me, I'm ready to join, then we can't wait to help welcome you to our little fam bam. And I'm just so thankful that you got to have me on or that I got to be on tonight and we got to hang out for a little bit. And Erin, I just love you to pieces.
Thank you so, so much, Rachel. I love hearing you speak. You're so upbeat and positive and so passionate, which I love. You really shared a lot with us, a lot of nuggets, and I'm sure that any guests here tonight got so much more than they probably expected, which is awesome. But I do have one question for you. Yeah. I do have a question about if someone was sitting on the fence right now and they're contemplating this business. I know you shared the top 5 reasons, but what would you say to somebody that said to you, oh, I'm just not sure if I should take that leap? What would you say to them?
So whenever I'm talking to someone about the business or money, I want to know what's happening in their life. Like, if they could change, like, I would say, like, is your life exactly like you want it to be right now? Is there anything you would want to change? And then I like to hear what's not going well in their life and see if Monat could be a fit for them, because I know what it's brought to my life, and I want to see if it's a fit for them. And the other thing that I always think about, because I have a couple people I talked to today about the opportunity, and one's like, thinking it over. I told her, I said, at the end of the day, you have a 30-day money back guarantee. So you can get your product back, start to use your products, listen to some of our training. And if it doesn't sit well with you and you don't like the way the products feel, return it. I would never ever be behind something that I didn't. Um, sorry, somebody somehow just called me. I would never ever partner with a company that I didn't believe in the brand or the products. And so you don't do, there's really no risk in it. And if your world isn't 100% like you want it to be, then do something different, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And I know I'm not about that. And so I would encourage you to dig deep and take some time and research the company and ask questions and share your concerns and share your worries, because I guarantee you there are other people who've had the same concerns and look at where they are now.
I love it. Thank you. That was a perfect answer. I'm going to turn it over to Erin. I'm still collecting names. So if you have not yet, I have everyone that has put their names in so far, or market partners that have put their guest names in. If you haven't yet and you are a guest, please put your first and last name in the chat and we'll be sure to enter you in the draw. Go ahead, Erin.
Thanks. Rachel, I am so glad that I got you to do this. It's been so long since we got to be together and see you guys. And you guys are definitely part of our family at the end of the day. And I love seeing your little boy take those steps. So it's fun to watch. And there's a couple things that normally I have a lot to say, but today I really don't have a lot to say. And the thing that I wanted to say most of all, and it's if you take a couple of the ways Rachel described it, this business is really more than just selling shampoo. In fact, the key to this business and why we actually really love doing it and love getting on here and inviting people on here is because we care enough to give you the information to maybe change your life. And when I say change your life, it just could be your hair. Maybe you heard Rachel talk about how she had to buy it for her and her mom because she needed something. And you know how people feel about when they've got a hair issue. Maybe your skin has an issue and you need to do something to make, to improve that and feel just good about yourself. Feel like the best version of you. And the same thing with our wellness product. It's Monat is really trying to give you the opportunity with these products to make you feel the best version of yourself. And that could include becoming a market partner, selling it, and living the best version of your life, because now you've got that additional stream of income, only stream of income that actually helps you. Now, the other part about it is this is such a perfect time because everybody's been affected one way or another by what's been happening in the world. And it could change tomorrow and it all is fine and it's back to normal or whatever, or maybe there's a new strain and it gets worse. Whatever it is, what I want for you to leave this call at the end of the day and take a message to yourself is that you can help make a decision for your life, whether it's Monat, whether it's another stream of income, whatever it is. You need to find for yourself and your family a way that helps you steer the direction of your family for your next chapter. And that's what this is all about, is how do we help you see enough of the opportunity to take the leap, the risk-free leap, to steer your life and make the decisions for you the next part of your life and put it all in your hands, at least some of it in your hands, so that there's no virus, no government, no boss that can tell you can't come to work today, because we can sell shampoo and skincare and dreams. And that's what we want for you guys. Back to you guys.
All right. Thank you, Erin. So I guess we can do the draw now. I have everybody's names that have put their names in the chat. Thank you so much. What an incredible night tonight is. We have 3 prizes tonight. We are giving away 3 incredible prizes, one of which is a brand new. Whoever wins this, you are going to be blown away. I promise you that. So the first prize we're going to draw for tonight is going to be our purifying scalp scrub. Okay, this is literally like changed my whole hair. I don't even know how to say it. Market partners, you can relate. Just put your hands up if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, we have a lot of guests here tonight. I'm just going to shuffle and then we will hit the wheel. Oh. All right, Anita Farnsworth. Congratulations, Anita. You have won yourself the scrub. All right, the next product we're going to draw for is the Rejuvenique Light. So this is a full-size bottle of Rejuvenique Light. Oh, my music's still going. There we go. All right, Monica Love. Congratulations, Monica. And the last prize we're drawing for is our color locking protective spray. It's a long name, but it is a fantastic product. Oh, where are we here? Here we go. Tina Meister. Congratulations, Tina. All right, everybody. I'll let Monty close us out and thank you.
Oh my gosh, that was an incredible night. Thank you so much, Rachel, for sharing with us. You shared so much. We have a little couple tidbits to share at the end. There's nothing more to say that I can really think of. This is going to be an incredible month coming up. I'm so excited for everything going on. Congratulations to the winners. Make sure that you reach out and let the person who invited you here know your address so that we can get those prizes out to you right away. And thank you so much for joining us tonight.